it's kind of being like a celebrity because you are someone in Twitter, in Facebook, in any social media application, and you are someone in the real world. So I think it's going to be a separation of the self in a future.
Separation of?
The self.
Yeah, or even fragmentation of the self. And then this is a phenomenon that didn't really happen or didn't occur until quite recently, I would say. It's a very postmodern, hyper-modern phenomenon. And you guys are not having any problem with it. It's guys like us that we don't sleep at night. Well, do I leave my other identity floating around, my clone at the office? These are things that are causing me a lot of anxiety. Because there's that guy on the television, and there's this guy sitting next to Enrique, and well, we're in the same boat, boy. Don't go away. All right. Thank you, Carla. This next slide I have here at the top: construct and impose your identity. Construct. I think of you have building blocks, and you build something like, for instance, out of Legos. Well, somebody's got to give you the Legos, but nowadays we can also, in addition to this, we can impose our identity. I'm thinking of through blogs or any of the ways that we can communicate today. We actually can impose our identity where we don't have to rely on the choices given. It's no longer, well, which one do I want? It's, no, I am this, I want this, or this part of my personality wants this, the other part of my personality wants that. So someone had number 4 here. Convergence also reverses the role of the consumer. How or how not, or make a related comment to that. Who had this one? Okay, Paola, go ahead.
About convergence reversing the role of the consumer, I was thinking about the globalization and this flat world, because now we have the information to talk about the other places and cultures, and we can really talk about them because we know about them. That for one. And technology, because it has given us a chance to create our media, to create anything, so that we also create our own ways to entertain ourselves and to entertain another people. Like, well, I don't know if you know, in YouTube there's a little like comic thing that is called Vete a la Verge.
It's called what?
Go where?
Vete a la Verge.
Okay.
That, well, the creator is a guy named Darkar, and well, he knows how to use Flash and how to edit sounds, so he did this like little cartoon and you can see it in YouTube. And well, he's not a company or anything, he's just a guy who decided to do that. And well,
great.
Also that people that can be watching TV and I don't know, HBO, you have half an hour to decide which will be the next picture you're gonna see. You have these 3 options, vote now, and you decide which picture you're gonna see. So you are influencing, sorry, in what the producers are doing. That's well what happened with what happens with American Idol. And finally, now with the IT earthquake, that were some people trying to make like newscasts through Twitter. And they were saying like, well, I'm here in IT and this is happening and whatever. They were taking the place of the media creators, media producers, etc. So that's what people is making. It's changing its way of consuming to be the producers of the things that everyone else is consuming.
Wow, fantastic.
Sorry about the commercial, but if you read my last intervention in my blog in El Universal, I talked about this. I mean, my main source from the tragedy in Haiti was a Twitter, you know, a guy, an artist who had the telephone and that was just sending, you know, each hour, you know, an update of what he was seeing, you know, and listening, and I mean, and you had everything before the media was saying it. You know, it was very impressive. And I was just connected to one tweeter. I mean, if there were 20 or 30 guys, you could get a pretty good idea what was going on, much before the traditional media.
Yeah, that's a fantastic example, because we're at the bottom of the slide. You'll see we rely so much on the individual. For instance, this guy with Twitter reporting from Haiti, but in a sense, he's also giving us a collective meaning, a new world based on the individual, because as you said, Paula,
Breaking up again.
he's not relying on a company or an ideology or a product. He's just there reporting, right? He's a citizen activist, right? Fantastic.
Can I give it another news that I printed this one yesterday, okay? Talking about the European Union. They are trying. Sorry, I'm just seeing the Gmail.
He's diverging.
Okay, but you're listening to us, right? Are you listening to us, Chapel Hill? No. A ver si nos pueden conectar otra vez. Oye, esta tecnología.
So that's what you're doing here? You're getting emails
From
Rachel or who?
Me estoy sintiendo con ustedes. Estoy haciendo 5 cosas al mismo tiempo y no puedo.
Yeah,
Okay,
you guys
so
juggle. We don't juggle very well.
No.
All right, we're back.
Okay, you can hear us.
Is there any way we could see? Is there any way we could see you and you see us?
How about? Can you see that?
We can see you right now. Can you see us?
Okay. We cannot. We can see ourselves. There's no video coming through from you.
That's better than seeing us.
You think?
Areta, ¿es posible que nos puedan ver en vez de que se estén
Oh,
viendo?
we see you. We see you. All right.
Okay, perfect.
We see you. Great.
Okay, so I was reading the news from yesterday that the European Union is going to try to regulate Facebook and all these kind of software, because they don't regulate the information of kids. Okay? Normally, the identity of anybody in Facebook, if it's underage or it's mature, everybody can make public their identity through the Facebook. And the European Union, what it's trying to do is to regulate that Facebook must put some candados,
Blocks,
filters for young kids, that their profiles are not public. They can only go to the people they want to. This is maybe, you know, a way on regulating a little bit, but we don't know what's going to happen there.
And then they might ask us, you know, they might say one day, well, your Facebook identity is not public. It's just Facebook public. You know what I'm saying? Like it's, you just release a bubble. All right. The next slide. Change, fast, flux, and forever. It's a question mark. Who knows? We don't know the exact direction. We just know that there is going to be change. I have here as a question, if change is a permanent part of our existence, then what are its existential effects? Like if change is always a part of who we are, give us examples of how that manifests itself. How do we see this? How can we prove this? Or not, if you like. Who had number 5? Anybody here? Was it anybody in North Carolina? Okay. Well, maybe they didn't.
I think we've got 6 here, but I don't think we have.
Okay, well, go ahead and answer 6 while we're looking around. How do we define progress in an age of convergence?